is the Valheim Hunger Games.
Right, hello everybody. Good morning to you. Sunday morning for me anyway. I got my coffee and I was like, I want to do some Valheim. I might as well stream it because I was going to be coming on here anyway on this server. So yeah, I'm hanging out with you guys and we're going to do a swamp run as I guess the thumbnail kind of depicts. Before we do that, I did want to see what stuff I've got here, and I also need to check about getting a boat. So oh, hold on, let's just shut these doors while I check something. So this is where we live. That is a plains right there. But I think if I get the world map up, so we have the world map available on this, and we can see, it's quite useful. You can see a lot of things, obviously, like where everybody else is, because there's a lot of people on the server. But we can also see like where the stuff that we want to get is, like if we want to go to a swamp or a plains or mountains or whatever. But yeah, we're at the swamp stage, which is behind a lot of people on this server. But I'm okay with that. Now, I did want to check what metal we've got as well. So we got a little bit of stuff right here. Right, we got the nails that we need. That's good. But I was wondering, in terms of the crafting, yeah, we can make up a cauldron. So I think we want to do this. I guess we'll put it over here for now. So I can live there. This cart is kind of right in the way. I want to get some better food for going to the swamp. Because it's our... Oh, okay. Kind of stuck in there. It's our first time going, so we kind of need it. Let's just go kill everything that's outside our door. Where is it? Just like attacking my base over here. Where are you? Must be around this side. I have so many Grodals and things that come and attack me here. It's insane. We can eat this food for now because we'll eat better food when we get to the swamp. But where did everybody go? There's a skeleton here. Oh wow, he's like really low actually. How did you get so low? You've been fighting stuff, and why are you running away from me? I swear the pathfinding with mobs is so grindy sometimes. So janky sometimes, I should say, not grindy. There we go. There are many grindy elements about Valheim, but that's not one of them. Alright, but that surely is not everybody. Okay, maybe it is. That works too. So we want to make up a carve and kind of look on the map here. So we need to head. Oh, actually, there's kind of two ways we could head, but I kind of like this one. So if we head over towards Fractal, we will bump into a swamp about here. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. What I wanted to see is the recipes here that we can make up the Queen's Jam. We can make 2 of those up, but that is 8 of these, don't forget, so that's pretty good. And then I think other than that, we're probably going to want to go for a bit of... Let's see, do we have cooked food? Yeah, we got some. So we'll get some of this, and I'll cook up some deer meat as well. Okay, so this is not so good. Grab all of this. So the one thing, we have this mod, and it allows us to place things directly onto the cooking stands from nearby chests. And it allows you to craft from nearby chests, which is a super useful mod. Really like it. But the issue with it is the cooking station, you don't always want to cook random stuff, right? Like I want to cook certain types of meat and stuff. So I might see if there's a way of turning that particular bit off. But for the most part, it's very useful. See, like here, I put the resin in there and it just goes away, as do the bones and the coal, to the chests that they live in. So and it even tells you, like, it went over here, there's the coal. So yeah, it's quite a useful mod, that. And we don't, like... If you on the server, you don't have to have mods to join or anything. It's just that we do allow certain quality of life mods like that. See, like now, I have to spam it to get all my deer meat, but I'm going to end up cooking a load of other stuff, and that's all going to be coal, because I can't be bothered with waiting around for it. Oh well. So let's put you in there. Okay, or wherever that goes. And in terms of weapons that we're taking with us, that's kind of a good thing. yeah, we pretty much need all of these weapons, or at least most of them. I don't need to take the cultivator. Now, do we want to make up portals? How many cores have I got? I do have enough cores. So that way we can make up a portal, because we can portal everything, right? So, okay, let's try. If I just do it twice on each one, will that... I'm just trying to take the food that's cooked here, right? Otherwise, it's just going to be coal. So this way we'll end up with a bit of coal, but not a load of coal. Hey, Rasad, look at that. Wow. Thank you so much, Rasad. So, been a supporter on YouTube there, Team Kysen member, 16 months. That is such a long time. Thank you so much, Rasad. And he says grouting, but he actually meant greeting. I downloaded your mod pack, but I haven't tried getting them out yet. You definitely want to try it. Just fair warning, you won't go back once you've tried it, is my determination, because like, I guess, you know, that's the whole, their name, right, is quality of life mods, and it's that for a reason, if you know what I mean. Like, they do really improve the quality of your Valheim life, in my opinion. But yeah, they're pretty good, so give them a try. Mods are a little bit intimidating when you first get to use them, but they're actually a lot easier than what you might think. I remember when I was first getting into modding games, I was just like, oh no, this is for people who know how to do like computer coding and stuff, surely, right? This is like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, but it was like, no, I can't do this. And then actually it was remarkably simple once you get started. Wow, there is so much stuff here that I'm just getting for free. All the mobs have been fighting. I think we just got some Gradle. Yeah, we did. Look how much stuff I just picked up. What the heck? Okay, well, this is the upside of having all these mobs spawning on my island. When they're not fighting me, they're fighting each other and doing significant damage to each other. And then I get their things. We don't mind that at all. I gotta say, it's perfect gaming weather here in Australia today. It's cold. Yes, Australia does get cold sometimes. And it's raining. Yes, it does rain in Australia sometimes. And today we got both. And I don't know, for me, that is my favorite weather for gaming in. Cold and raining outside. And I'm just in, having a great time. Okay, this is what I love the most. Look at this. I don't have to worry about where all this stuff goes. I organized it once. Now I just, well, control click. It all gets put into its proper chests. Now that is amazing. Okay, but that's still not going to be enough fine wood, I think. We have got 24. And per portal, we're looking at 20. So we need 40. We need 17 more. 23, I think we've got. Yeah, Rasad, I think that's what's happening here. Skeletons are fighting the other mobs. And it's pretty great, actually. Yeah, it's I enjoy this. So one more tree should pretty much do it, which is good. And then off to the swamp. I'm a little under geared, I guess, but I don't know. The thing is, I would like to have fully upgraded troll armor, but I would still use troll armor for going to the swamp. I don't worry about getting bronze armor because I prefer the extra movement speed and the extra sneak ability that I have with the troll armor, and I'd rather that over the extra armor points that you get, basically. I don't know, like, I get why they do it and stuff, but I find that armor, when it slows you down in games, I find it frustrating, but I also totally understand why they do it, and I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, and I guess it's meant to be a little frustrating, but yeah. All right, let's just check. So if I make that portal, can I make another one? Yes, I can. The good thing about this is that I now just break them both down, and I've got the mats on me for 2 portals. Now, I could also just rename this portal, right? This is like my main portal, though. So what I think I'll do instead is I will set up a second portal, and this will be my exploration portal. So there'll always be the 2. So this can just go here, and I'll call it X. A, because X is really simple, it's 1 letter. 2, exploration, kind of works. Did that just connect up? Okay, that's no good. I'll call it KX for Kysen exploration. This is connected up to someone else's, so that wouldn't be good. I'd get to the swamp, make my portal, and then have no way of coming back, which is not super fun. All right, put this food away. And because we can portal back, we now don't need to worry too much about anything else we're taking with us. All we have to do is land safely and make a bit of a protected area. So we take as much wood as we can carry, which is less than that. That'll do. And we say, oh, and actually, the most important thing, the carve. Oh, we actually need more fine wood for the carve. So the carve takes, was it 30? All right, so in that case, we got to do that first, make that up. Yeah, my bad. We're going to cut down another tree or two of birch. One right here. So far, I'm still able to use the trees near my base, but I suspect that will change very shortly. And this will be about the area we're going to set off from on our voyage as well, to get over to the swamp. Honestly, the Grados I kill. It'd be good to have a counter. You like how in Minecraft you have statistics and it tells you distance ran, number of times jumped, mobs killed, all that sort of stuff. It'd be great to have that in Valheim. Probably is a mod that does it, but if it was just in the base game, so you could see like how many of everything you've killed, that'd be epic. I'm closing in on 2,000 hours of this game, which is pretty crazy. All right, so that's 40. We need 50 in total because some of this fine wood on us is for the portal. So where's the next nearest fine wood tree? Now there are some down that way, but that's plains, and I'm worried about being undergeared for the swamp, so I'm definitely undergeared for plains. So we're not going there, obviously. Black forest is no good. I just need one more tree. Come on. All right, I got a plan B here. I didn't want to eat this food yet, but it's annoying me having no stamina. I'll eat a little something. We do have some puke berries as well, so I could always do that if I need to. Let me see here. So in food, let's just eat up like farming, one of you and one of you or something. Just give me a bit of something. And if we go through this Kysen portal here, it takes us back to the starter town area. So for those who don't know, we have all these starter towns where everyone gets a plot in the game and builds their house, as you might expect. So this is the town that I'm part of. Now, if I follow the path out of the town a little bit, I mean, there's some trees right here, which are probably fine to cut down. But it looks like someone might be farming them. Someone's planted a load of them, so I don't want to mess with that. It's one of the cool things, actually, in a server. If you plant stuff in a busy area, like in your town, when you come back, it's all grown. So in single player, you have to wait that time. But on servers, of course, it just happens. I just ran straight through a fire. That was not my proudest moment. Okay. Really good. I've got Eikther, but I want to save that for the swamp. I am literally looking for one. You know, I should get some saplings, actually, and plant some trees. That would be good. Hey, we could actually just buy this stuff from the shop as well. So we have these automated shops on the server, which I absolutely love. It's such a cool thing, and they're pure vanilla. But you just chuck the items at them and get coins, or you chuck the coins at them and get items, you know, depending on if you're buying or selling. It is so cool. All right. Oh, we don't have a rock pet yet. That's also a goal. Let's get a rock pet at some point. Mind of Chemo, welcome. Hello, hello. And hello to everybody who's on the server right now. Hey. Oh, you're not farming them, Risad? Oh, okay. I probably could have just cut down one of them. Yeah, we got a few on right now. It's a quiet time, but it's always nice to see other people on. It's funny, I find, with servers and stuff, even if there's only like a couple of other people online, and like right now I'm just doing solo stuff, but I'm on the server, you still feel part of a group rather than just soloing. Yeah, I don't know if that's just me or what, but I kind of like the feel of it, I guess, for want of a better expression. Sarah, hello, hello, how are you? Alright, I can take these while I say good evening to my friend. And, you know, I don't even want to fight you guys. I'm just going to run. I have the mats I need. Let's go. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Nice having this path here as well. People have gone to the trouble to make all these nice things, and then I just use them. Hello, Nestorish. Hello, hello. And Mind of Chemo, thanks for watching the stream as well as being part of the server. And you agree. I think you agree about that feeling part of something, right? The server thing. Which, I think it's because you have the option, for one thing. Also, like, all of this, right? So I know I didn't build any of this, and yet I'm part of it and experiencing it. So you get to see what other people have done, and you feel part of it. I'm part of this town, and I'm here. I'm just seeing it and stuff. So I think there's that. And then, yeah, you have that option to, you know, put into chat, hey, anybody want to go to a dungeon, or I'm going to explore a plains biome, anyone want to come, or whatever. All that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think that's probably why. And then obviously we do like the group events if it's like a boss fight or an organized dungeon or what have you. Okay, so right now on me, do I have all the stuff to carve? Probably not on me, so let's see. I need skins. I think, wait, how many is it for a carve? 10. Okay, so that's more than enough. And they're heavy, so let's take 15 back off us. And then, what else? The nails probably aren't on me. So, grab those. You're alive? That's good. That's good. I'm so fed up with these people who are not alive coming in and chatting to me in my my streams. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. Lots going on IRL for me at the moment, but you know, it is what it is, and you know, things could always be worse, right? And I was watching Sam Harris. Wait, what? How do I not have the wood for that? I was watching a Sam Harris thing recently. He's kind of a, I don't know how to describe him. He's like a scientist slash philosopher maybe, but he's a lot about meditation and stuff like that, you know, which I'm not really into. I don't really do that sort of thing. Maybe I should. I hear a lot of good things about it. But anyway, what he was talking about in this case was actually about he said there's always a lowest moment in someone's life, right? And other than that moment, whatever you're going through, there's always going to be a time in the past or the future when you would love to swap with you right now and love to have the life that you have now, the problems, everything that you have now, instead of then. And I was like, it's really true, actually. Like, things are only ever going to be the worst they could possibly be at one moment, right? And then every other moment is at least a little better than that. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of an interesting way of looking at it. So what I love, I place this, it just takes from all these chests, then I destroy, and I have the exact materials I need for the portal. I don't have to like take 2 of these, 20 of these, 10 of these, right? So that's really useful. And then we just want to load up on wood as much as we can. And that's too much apparently. Okay, that'll be fine. And then we'll portal back with KX. Oh, was that lit? No, it's just the fire shining on it. Okay, so I really don't want to get stranded in the swamp. Let's explore. We do have some arrows if a sea snake starts to come at us. But hopefully that's not the case. Okay, so we're heading for Fractal, but we reckon we're going to hit the swamp around there. Maybe a bit more like there, but somewhere that way. So let's zoom out on the minimaps. We can see that and get ourselves oriented. And, oh, look at that. The wind is with us. It's just going to be with us. Okay. I'm going to get a bit closer. I need to eat some food as well. IRL can be hella lame, says Sarah. I've heard the same before and it makes me feel worse. Okay, forget I said it. Erase that saying. Everyone, I guess, for me, it kind of brought me some sort of comfort, but I guess the point is, like, it's good to find things like that that work for you. And I think that's the secret to just everything in life. Like, if you want to, you know, be fitter, healthier, happier, more successful, whatever it is, you got to find what works for you. And unfortunately, I think when you try and get advice from people about how do I, you know, get healthier or whatever it is, they'll always tell you really passionately about what worked for them, which I understand, because if it worked for you, you're like, yeah, you got to do this, you got to do that, well, you know. But there's not enough put on the individual as like how you figure out what works for you rather than trying to copy what worked for somebody else. That's it, Sarah. As Churchill said, if you're going through hell, keep going. It's the only way you get through the other end, right? And you will. You will one day get through the other end. Even the smallest light shines through the darkness. I always think that when you look up at the night sky, see all the stars, and it's like these tiny little lights and this vast emptiness and darkness, and yet they still shine through. You still see them. And as long as you've got that tiny little light that you can focus on, you're good. That's all you need, that tiny little thing. We have to stop for this dude. So let's get some more stamina. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat all my food now, whatever. It will give me a little bit stamina boost, not much for that other stuff, but we want this. I haven't got any kiting yet, and I absolutely love the abyssal razor dagger thing. Alright, come on. Let's... Oh, wow. That really... The water level really dropped there, didn't it? Alright, we're in. We're in. Hey. Hey, now. Alright, let's go. Let's get all of our stamina. I think from the first hit is when it triggers, right? So we want to get full stamina before we do our first hit in order to maximize this. Let's go. Give me all this. I like that, Rasad. It's like that passionate speech in the movie Rocky Balboa, right? The Rocky 6, I guess you might call it. And he's like, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep getting back up. Because nothing hits harder than life. And, yeah, I think that can be true. You just got to keep going, right? That works, Ryan. And also that song's going to be stuck in my head all day. Thank you for this. Alright. Let's see. Save some stamina in between. Is that him? Are you going down or are you just rumbling? You are going down. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. They don't normally go down that quickly. Luckily we ate. We should be fine. 13 chitin though. That is not a lot. I was hoping to get like 3 times that. Oh, look at that. Perfect ladder placement or boat placement, whatever. And let's see, we drifted a little bit, so let's get ourselves back. These people who do no map challenges, I don't know how you do it. Like, I'd be so lost without my map. Oh, look, there's this first swamp tree we're seeing. All right. So what do we want to go in with? My goal, by the way, is to just get to... Oh. I don't have a crypt key. Haha. What do you guys think? Do we do the chair trick or do we do the elder fight? Chair trick or elder fight? What are we going to do? Yeah, telling yourself you're awesome. You gotta, I mean, if you believe that, it works. That's the thing with that. You gotta, like, find things you're actually, like, pleased about and happy with. About who you are, about where your life's going, the trajectory you're on, something. And focus on that. I don't think it's about, hey, someone else's boat is here. Who dares come to my swamp? You bastard. They might have stolen all my iron. Alright, there's another one we can go to if this one doesn't work out. Yeah, just telling yourself, like, I'm awesome, I'm awesome, I'm awesome. I mean, I don't think that is going to do anything much positive for you. But if you're like, I can see a crit, but I guarantee that boat already got there. If you're like, oh, you know, I've got this going on and I'm actually really pleased about this. Whatever that thing might be, then, yeah, that can definitely be a huge motivator. Alright, hold up now. Alright. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. No. No, no, no. No, how are they doing this? Stop pushing my boat. Stop pushing my boat. Huh? Alright. Okay, we're good. What are the chances? Alright. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, alright, okay, he's dead. This was bad timing because we landed here right as it turned nighttime. So I'm not the biggest fan of all this stuff. Oh, my caps is on, which I think matters, right? I think they are kind of Like that. All right, what do we do now? Do we go back or? Yeah, I'm on leeches. All right, let's say chair hack is what we're gonna do. Which is fine. Come on. Come over here so I can kill you. There we go. Unlock some things there. Right, let's just regroup a sec. We're going through here. I'm just hoping that this doesn't get destroyed in the meantime. We'll be back pretty quick. So, what can I do with this chitin? Let's see here. Do we have enough? No. Oh my god, we need 40. Oh no, wait. 14 fine wood and 20 of that. Yeah, we should have got at least 20 from that. That was unlucky. Alright, in that case, I reckon we go back real quick and check if that crypt is any good. But let's get our arrested buff fully replenished before we do that. And go from there. I'm realizing, like, I'm so undergeared. I don't even have, like, a bronze sword or anything to be fighting them with. This is pretty bad. Okay. Arrested buff's back. We'll put that in there. All this stuff. If it doesn't get rerouted, then it lives in there until we sort it. I think I'll use Eikther. Let's go back through. We may have to just sail back, although it's nighttime, which means serpents, potentially. Also, we've got to be careful about wraiths. I should have made some bronze shields or something. Alright, where was that crypt? It's literally just over there. So if we do this the right way, we should be alright. I don't make any poison meat or anything. Have I even played this game before? Because that blob's gonna be pretty nasty. This is the most undergeared I've ever come to the swamp. Oh wait, hold on. I need to be able to make a chair, don't I? Let's see. So we need some fine wood for that, which we probably don't have on us. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, at least I remembered right before I got up to the crypt. But in case no one has been there, then yeah, we need the chair to get in. All right, BRB. I think I have the fine wood here. Let's see. Nope. This end. Yes, I do. Okay, so let's see. Make up the chair. And I could probably just go somewhere on the server and get a swamp key, by the way, because the Elder's been defeated many times by people on this server. Wait, did I go through the right portal? My base is symmetrical, and I realized it's actually a really bad idea to make it symmetrical. It's so easy to get lost. Okay, we got lucky. We're on the right one. And I got enough to make the workbench up so I can actually place that chair. So we got like let's run. Oh, wait, hold on. So if I see something in advance, I need to act on it. Like the Draga that's over there. Because of this. Like, this is just a crude bow that's like level 2. 2 shots, dead. Right, way easier than trying to deal with that. Min, that's a mod from Azamat. I believe it's called Crafty Signs. It used to be called Azu Signs, I think. We were talking about this last stream. I should remembered. Oh, boy. Oh, oh, yeah, okay, Wraith. Pretty undergeared for a Wraith fight. So we just need to be clever about how we run away here, because there was also an Oozer there. So wait till I see the Wraith. He's getting close. All right, now we run. Yeah, I need to come back during the daytime. I might do some nighttime stuff at my base. I wonder... oh boy, what was that? How much damage does that do? Negligible. Okay. Okay. This is maybe where I die. I don't really want to lose all those mats. Like, if I portal through, am I going to just lose everything by the time I come back? Oy, okay. Oh boy. Oh, that was close. That was super close, but I'm going to have to get it pretty close at times to do this. Oh, that was super close. Okay, okay, okay. Alright. That was cool. I want his drops. Give me your drops. Did you drop chains? Yes. Ha ha ha. Alright. Oh. Okay. We can take the skeleton down. Is that Oozer still following us? Dude. Now, that is a problem because I have no poison mead, and that Oozer is quite the issue. But oh, there's a dragon. I just heard him. Where is he? He's over there. Okay. Alright, someone's not done the script. Ha ha ha. Right. So, come up here to relative safety. Don't see any wraiths around here. So now, hey. Need to get a shot away at him that's actually going to hit. There we go. Yeah, you're just going to stay there and die. Okay. Thank you, sir. Sorry we couldn't have come to some sort of agreement. But you're too angry. Okay, there we go. So it looks like the other mobs haven't really followed us. Oh, he says wrongly. Okay. That being said, there could be an Oozer. Now this might be a slow fight. How many arrows have we got left? 50. Or 49. No. No, no, no. Did not want to fall. Okay, I got poisons. This is not great. Anything I can eat, let's eat. Get our stams back. Yes. Please don't kill me. 10 more seconds. This is going to be close. I didn't mean to fall down there. I might be about to die. Holy moly, we're on 4 health. Alright. We are on 4 health. We don't have much room for mistake here now. Blimey, that was... Oh, come on. Come on, health. Let's regen. Ugh. Gotta really keep an eye on this guy. I can't believe I haven't died. I'm so undergeared. This was a bad idea. I was trying to rush get into iron. Okay, we got a couple of shots off there. That's good. That's good. Alright. Just what we need to make sure there's no wraiths. And kind of keep moving as well, because an arrow could come at us. And that obviously wouldn't be good. 17 health. Oh, don't go down there. That's where I was struggling to get you. He kind of knows. Can I... That does actually hit. Alright, cool. Yeah, see? Oh. Damn. I've got to be so careful here. Hey, there we go. Almost killed the user. He very almost killed us. I have 4 HP. Alright, now just 2 blobs to deal with instead of the user. That's nice. Let's take you first. I can't go down and fight them because I have no room for being poisoned whatsoever. That would not go well for me. I think that hit the wall. There's such a thin margin between hitting them and hitting the wall. Alright, let's move around a bit, see if we can get them moving. We've got 32 arrows left. Oh boy, it's stressful, man. A little like Sunday morning, have a coffee, chill, do some gaming. I mean, it's my own fault for coming to the swamp this undergeared, I guess, but even so. Right, there we go. Almost at the point where we enter the crypt. And our health is slowly regenerating as well. We're here, so that's good. Now, there will be blobs in the crypt. So, not sure how I'll deal with them. Thank you, Andrew. Adventurous, stupid. Both of these would be correct. Day 675. Wow, it's only started a couple weeks ago. That's how many... I wonder how much time there's been in the last few weeks of the server where there's been literally 0 people online. I don't think very much at all. It's crazy. Alright. The blobs are done and my coffee's done. Excuse me, but the dream lives on. Okay. So, yeah. Uh-huh. Alright, so we want that chair to go there. I think that'll be enough. Hacks. Ooh. Oh, wow. All right. This could not have gone better. Because we can get so many muddy scrap piles here before we have to even worry about fighting anything. So this is awesome. I'm going to go for this one first. I've got a slight feeling that reasonable sized chamber with mobs, hallway leading to chamber with mobs, and this one I think is going to lead to another muddy scrap pile. We'll see if I'm right. It does sound wrong, Risad. We'll leave that in chat. I won't repeat that out loud. All right, we need some more scraps though, please. Oh dear. Okay, so we need to just check at this point. Can't see anything here. If there is something, we've got 100 HP almost, so... Yeah, I was right. Hallway leading to more muddy scrap piles, see? How's about that for some game knowledge right there? Alright, this is epic. We've got a very, very lucky crypt here. I'm happy. So is that all the scrap pile? Oh, no. No, it isn't. Do you know what? I should just move my portal to on top of this crypt, actually. Just realizing that'd be a better way of doing it. 4 muddy scrap pile, or 4 scrap iron so far. Actually, does that just lead to... Yeah, might be a dead end, so... If we're careful about how we chop the scrap piles down, we can see through and actually just fight the mobs without them being able to get us. Like, we just shoot through with arrows. So, yeah. And our inventory's getting full anyway, so we need to go home soon. We'll be able to make sausages soon, I think, as well. So that's pretty good. Because they're a great early game food. Yeah, this is definitely a fortunate crypt. But then when I come back, I'll be coming back with more and more iron gear each time, making it just a little bit easier each time. Which is great. Alright, so we are already now full. So let's get ready to run. Now, do you know what would be great? So I must have come in somewhere along, or like I sailed in here. So let's do that. So we've got a bearing to head to, roughly, you know, when I get out of here. And then zoom in on the map so it's like that. We can see it nice and easy. I'm going to take off running in case there's anything outside. Right, so now I know I have to go about this way. And I'll find my boat. Cool. Actually, I've got to be careful I don't steal the other person's boat as well, because that would not be good. Alright, so let's go over here. I see you. See the blobs. Okay, plan is to do this. And that's our boat over there. We don't want the boat, we want just the portal, but the portal's right next to it. And the boat's easier to find and see. Don't miss, Kysen. Don't miss twice. Ah! Missed 3 times. 2,000 hours, you say? No one's going to be believing that now. Oh wow, look at all those blobs. Oh boy, okay. Rested buff's about to die as well. Skeleton got in the way. Stupid skeleton. Gotta really stay away from these blobs because of the poison. Alright. Alright. Skeleton's not so bad. Slow attacks. We're good. Those blobs though, they suck. Where's my portal? Let's go through. We're risking it. Oh, all right. Now let's see how much iron we need for stuff. Because it'll be a bit. I think I want to prioritize shield, maybe. I could also really do with making up a fermenter, couldn't I? So let's see. That's just wanting 5. Wait. That is wanting 5 bronze. We've got pretty much everything else. We would need some fine wood. Yeah, some poison meat would just be really useful. All right, let's just put everything away for a second. And let's get the scraps here smelted down. So out here, we've got our coal. And then because I like to do things awkwardly, the furnace stuff's all out here. So we've got 10 scraps, which we can put into there. All the coal in there. That can be smelting down. And we'll have 10 iron to spend. So now we just have to be clever about how we spend it. All this stuff just goes in there for now, and we'll sort that later. At the forge. Oh, because I don't have iron, I haven't unlocked recipes. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright, that was quite a way off, actually. Come on, give me that first iron. Speeds it up if you hit it. Right. Hey, there we go. Now we unlock everything. Aha. So, with that done, let's see on here now. Wait, what? Does this not unlock? Do we need to upgrade the forge? So, let's see. Forge improvement, like bellows requires 4 chains. We only have 1. We only need 2 bronze for the anvil. That's pretty good. So, we can probably do that. Just shows you how far ahead of the game I'm kind of getting here. So that's going to be like 1 bronze, and then we need to smelt all this stuff down. Got a bit of coal to be getting on with. All right, let's get that happening. So put everything in there. Everything in there. Okay. Disorganized, but it does take a bit of time of messing around with stuff to get it all working. So yeah, everything there. Okay. You know what I will do is repair all as well. As soon as you go to a workbench, it does that. Am I able to upgrade any of my troll armor? Hell yeah. Why haven't I been doing this? Oh, is that it? Okay. I'll take it. A couple of things upgraded. We need a better workbench to upgrade more. Well, what improvements have we got? I think I've got the tanning rack and I've got the chopping rack. I could make up bronze, which we're kind of saving for other things. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna need... What did we need more fine wood for? I think there was something, wasn't there? Okay. Kind of need to make a little place for all this stuff as well. So we've got trophies, food, farming, coal. Like we need... So this actually is kind of food. Actually, while I'm here as well, muck shake. Oh, okay. We need level 2. What about cauldron upgrades? Food prep table needs iron, so that's not great. I think if we've got onions, there's like spice rack, right? But we don't have that yet, I guess. We'd also need to make up the mead kittil thing if we want to make up any poison potions, which I really should, but I'm just going to try and get some more iron first. Anyway, that can be food, so that goes down there for now. This here and this here is kind of potions. Dandelions, that's just in farming, right? There should be a spot for you already. Oh, because it's kind of full, I guess. All right, so then second farming just there. That's cool. Chains, bones. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Let's see how much stuff we got here. We're getting a good amount of iron. And we got ourselves a load of copper. We need a load of tin, though. So we can make up all this bronze that we need for the level 2. Which is 3 bronze, so 6 tin in total, right? So let's have a look here. We have 1 tin there. And we got 6 copper. We're going to need 12 copper. Oh boy, we may not have enough. Aha, that's something I hadn't considered. So, bronze... We can make 3. We're going to need... Yeah, quite a lot more copper. Alright, we'll go do a quick run to the Black Forest. And we'll get some copper. It's like just over here. And maybe kill a troll if we see one. Because there are plenty of copper deposits over here that I haven't exhausted yet. Hello, Captain Fossil. Oh, there's a neck there. Let's see, let's go over here. Now, where's my... There it is. I've got like a little stepping stone that gets me across this river. I should have brought some better food, never mind. Or like, worse food. I don't want to use up my good food because I'm saving it for the swamp. Alright, so full stamina. And I get to this rock, have a little rest. Get the rest of the way. Gotta be done. Alright, and as you can see, it's kind of... I only just make it each time. I like to live life on the edge. Oh, look at that. And then we go over here. And kill this dude. Which, you know, already like makes me third of my inventory full there. So I'll probably just have to throw all that away in a second. We want to get some copper. Let's go find a nice deposit. And I'll just, I guess, grab as much as I can carry because I'll need it for other things anyway. As you guys know, the with Valheim, there's certain grind involved. So when you're streaming, you don't have much choice, but you have to kind of include all that. Blueberries are pretty useful, actually. Maybe there's a barrel chamber. Oh, wow. Yeah, hey, 2-star. I was not expecting that. There is a barrel chamber here. I can't really block him, can I? I don't want to just run. This isn't going to do anything, is it? Really? The arrows. Actually did more than I was kind of expecting. Might as well kill him. It's not going to be that difficult. I don't have many arrows left. I'll save them for the troll. If one comes. There we go. Got a load of bones from him at least. So yeah, there was a barrel chamber here, right? Oh, and copper. Great. Okay, so we'll do that. But I want to mark you on the map as well. Like this. Because you never know when you want to come back and do stuff. So always mark things. You're going to have to build a bridge at some point. Oh, no, I'm going to have to. Yeah, across the river there. Yeah, there's a lot of building stuff I'd like to do. But it's getting all the mats together and stuff. Trying to do it in some sort of an order. I'll eat some blueberries. And I'll eat you as well. Just to get a little bit extra stamina. Yeah, I think it's one of the genius things with Minecraft is... with the building side, like you were just talking about, you can start a build project and within like an hour you can make a huge amount of progress on that project, even if it's a big project. And part of that is like you're able to get late game tools and weapons and stuff like that fairly quickly, especially if you look at just getting like enchanted diamond gear in Minecraft. You can do that like, you know, day 1 to 3 of like in-game time. You can do that. Whereas in Valheim, like no chance, right? No shot at all. A few hours of playing in Minecraft, you can go from like just starting a new world to having like enchanted diamond gear and stuff. I think it's kind of one of the genius things about it because you don't have to like wait and play for such a long time to get to late game stuff and to start making significant progress on your world. And so you already feel like you're able to do kind of later game stuff. Keeps people's attention span and stuff, whereas with Valheim you have to commit to it for much longer. And so like a build project, like a bridge, if you're building like a significant bridge in Valheim, first of all, there's a lot more gravities to worry about than in Minecraft, right? Minecraft gravity only affects like sand, gravel. Like you're not really building a bridge out of that anyway. So that's the first issue. Like you have to figure that out. And especially like younger people who play the game, you know, are not really going to be like super excited about figuring out the mechanics of how to get a bridge working, right? Like it's not that fun, let's be honest. Once you've done that, which you may have to do in a single player world as well, right? Because otherwise it's test as you go. So you may have to build a bridge twice. And then you have to go and mine all the materials for it, which would need probably some core wood and a lot of normal wood. So when you're mining the core wood, you got to deal with skeletons and grey dwarfs and trolls, so you got to fight them, so you need to be geared while you're doing it. And your tools break relatively quickly, right? So you got to go back and repair them on a regular basis. And there's no enchanting to slow that process down or make it faster for harvesting and stuff. Then you got to actually build the thing, which building in Valheim, say, you got the gravity, but also the building can be a bit sort of finicky and what have you, right? So, like, look, Valheim's a great game. I love it. A lot of people love it. I'm just talking about the differences, whereas, like, in Minecraft, it's just kind of like, oh, I'm in my world. I can go. I can just do it. And so, you know, building a big bridge, like, within an hour, you've pretty much built it, probably. Like, maybe a couple of hours if you're talking a really big, detailed bridge and stuff like that. Whereas in Valheim, a couple of hours, it's like, okay, now I might have the resources to build it. So you got to have more attention span. And I think that is something that's dropping off. People have less and less attention span, which is why like YouTube Shorts and TikTok do quite well, because you only have to give something, you know, 30 seconds of your time to a minute or 3. Like, yeah. Okay, 8 iron. So we must have 2 in here already. Oh, maybe we ran out of coal. That might have happened as well. Oh no, we do have 2. Okay, cool. So we've got a bit of stuff here. We're gonna need more. Oh, we are out of coal actually. So we have to make some coal babies. In here. All right. And I do have a bit of coal. Some coal just here. You know what I want to do eventually? Like this longhouse will be storage and stuff. I'm going to move all my cooking so that if I click the wrong part of the stand, it doesn't add food. All right, because I'm just trying to take the coal. But if I, just to show you guys what I mean, like if I just press E on this, it just takes an item from chests over here. Actually, to be fair, it took from my inventory, but it'll take it from these chests because of the mod we got. And cook it, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. You are the one I want to fuel up most, so let's do that. Fuel you, so we can be a bit efficient here. Then we'll put everything away. Yeah, so I'm going to build, like, a thing, so it's like, all my food is away, so I'll have, like, a chest, or maybe, like a big chest. Put all food I want to cook in there, and then everything else just lives over here. Wow, grilled necktail is a new item. I'm going to eat that. Give my character some variety. We haven't eaten any of that. Look at all the necktails we got. But they're used in potions, I think, so... Oh, I love this mod, though. This mod is so good because it does all this. We just shift-click everything and it all goes where it needs to go. So I'd never want to get rid of it. It just has some annoying features. Hello, Hannah. How are you going today? Thanks for joining us here on another stream. Is there anything still in here? 10 items. Would that be... Might actually be some of the stuff we need. Some, copper or tin or something potentially. So let's get that happening as well. You know what we need actually is fire arrows. I want to make up a load of them. So wrong thing. This one. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. 100 then. And then we got 8 on us. That should keep us going for quite some time. Kind of like to go fight a troll. While all this stuff's smelting. So that's copper in that one and tin in that one. And I actually think copper is what we need more of, so add more to this. Yeah, let's just go fight a troll while all that's happening. Well, we'll try to anyway. How's my rested buff? Yes, almost at full. We were just back in base, so it makes sense. Yeah, Hannah, well, you know, it's probably been weeks since I've last been live. Actually, maybe not, but like, I'm not live as often as I used to be. Yeah, something I've always found difficult, like sticking to any kind of schedule actually, and a live stream schedule being part of that. I always enjoy it when I go live, but part of that I think is because I just do it when I want to, rather than feeling like, oh, I have to because I said I would or whatever. Which isn't great advice if you're looking to build a channel, by the way, guys. But yeah, I don't know. I'm more about the videos anyway. You know, streaming's kind of just an extra thing I do. That's how I've always seen it. Like when I first started out, I never had a desire to be a streamer as such. It was about being a content creator, which I thought of more as like videos. Thunderstorms. Well, it's raining here, but we haven't got anything as exciting as a thunderstorm. But it is raining and it is chilly. Which I like, because I'm able to stream in my hoodie. And I would live life in hoodies if I could. But in Australia, for about 9 months of the year, I'm going nowhere near a hoodie. Because it's so hot. But when we get that little bit of winter... Oh, yes. This is good stuff. Don't moan about those advertisements popping up there, Hannah. That's my coffee money for today. All right, that's how I keep doing this stuff. I love these adverts. Nah, in fairness, so I put the adverts on balanced or is it moderate? Or basically, there's 3 options on YouTube, right? You can have like a low amount of adverts, a medium amount, or a high amount, and I went medium. My concern is that, so YouTube, this is how it makes its money as well, right? Is by running ads. It takes some of the money from the ads, I take some of the money from the ads, and that's how we do it. And if I was to put it on 0 adverts, I feel like my stream is going to get shown to less people, because YouTube's like, well, we're not making any money out of this stream. In fact, it's probably costing them money, right, to host the stream. And then they don't get anything back from ads, so they're like, well, let's not promote this guy, let's promote this guy instead. It would just make sense that the algorithm would be set up that way. And then if I go on low, are they going to promote people who are on medium, you know, above me? So I'm on medium, and maybe they do promote people who have a high amount of ads. But then on the flip side of that is viewer experience, where you guys, I don't want you to be seeing ads all the time. For new people especially, like, they're just not going to stick around if they just keep getting ads, because they'll get the wrong impression for a start, thinking, oh, this guy's just trying to make money. Like, when I'm streaming, the amount of money I make out of an ad is minimal, because like right now there's like 17 people here or something, which obviously like isn't a lot. Like, if you have thousands watching, then yeah, okay, streaming ads will make you a chunk of income, but that's not really me. So that's the wrong impression, right? If someone comes and they're just seeing a ton of ads thinking that's what I'm trying to do, I'm like, it's not. And then also, like, yeah, like, you don't know me, so you click on my stream, you want to watch and see what I'm doing, and then you're like, oh, it's just ads, I don't know what he's doing, and they'll just click off and leave. So I try to balance it all out, but it'd be nice to be at the Asmongold level, right? He just has no ads at all, because for him it's like, well, he's got an audience. He doesn't care about if Twitch is gonna feature him less and stuff, right? And fewer people are gonna know about his streams. He's just like doing his own thing. And costing Twitch, I think it's $2.8 million a year for hosting his streams because he has no ads. They get no money out of him. That's just like, yeah, I bet he's not their favorite person. 90 degrees here all day long, and now it's thunderstorming. It's pretty crazy. But isn't that the thing? Like, thunderstorm, I don't know enough about this to be talking about it, but we've started. But it's to do with like differences in pressure, right? And that is like temperatures related to that somehow. Do we have any weather people in the chat? Any meteorologists? But yeah, because like tropical climates, they get a lot of thunderstorms, right? And they can still be hot, but they get a lot. Honestly, trolls, when you don't want them to show up, they're everywhere. When you go looking for one, El Zilcho. I wonder if there's a way I could actually go into my analytics. There must be a way of doing this. I could show you guys, tell you like exactly what the last stream I did, like how much that brought in from ad revenue. And then you'd believe me when I say I'm not doing it for that. I'll have a look after this troll cave. Right, so I want to sneak. This is why I wanted the Abyssal Razor, because it's so good at this. I think just holding the shield actually does give you a bit of a bonus. I'm just going to eat, and we'll make more food later if we need it. So now we get this. And we're looking for headshots. Oh, wow. Didn't know they could do that inside here. Just get some stamina back. Scary as all heck, but we're good. Come over here a bit, maybe. Okay. Oh boy. Come over here a bit. Get some stamina back. This was bad timed. Oh, I got lucky there. I got really lucky. I messed up. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Gotta learn to cancel your bow shots. If it ain't on, it ain't on. Which is actually a safe sex campaign in Australia. If it's not on, it's not on. I'm sure you guys can figure out exactly what that means, but yeah. Kysen looking after the younger people with a safe sex advert midstream. It was accidental, I will point out. Right, give me... Wait, what? Oh, okay, we picked up all this stuff on the way. But look at that. Enough troll hide there for a troll bonanza. I don't know what that is. I just said a random word. Okay, let's grab all of the stuff that's in here as well. Treasure. Is that everything? And a couple of chests as well, which we don't mind at all. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll get rid of you. Oh, I have to get rid of something else as well. There we go. I quit this game when my camp get constantly attacked by 3 trolls at the same time. That is not great. I'm guessing then, so you built near a black forest. What you need to do is go and kill all the trolls in troll caves like this. In the nearby area. And then they'll stop spawning. Although you can still get troll raids. But I believe when you kill bone mass, you won't get any more troll raids after that point. You'll get swamp raids, but if it's specifically trolls that you hate and are trying to get rid of. Oh, we actually need thistles now. Yeah, I've not been picking any of them up. We need them for the sausages. So that's actually why they weren't showing up when I looked in the cauldron earlier. It might not be that we need to upgrade it. A ton of carrot seeds. I should start farming soon as well. Much to do. Much to do. Okay. Loads of blueberries, which we love. There is also ways, it's Nahu. There's ways you can, like, turn off mob spawns if you wish. And prevent them in certain areas and stuff. Like, you can put down different items that stop mobs from spawning. There's some videos about it on YouTube. Jirok's got a good one about that. And then you wouldn't have to deal with them. So there are ways. Because it is frustrating when you spend loads of time building something just to have a troll come and knock it down. Completely understand that. Right, where's my base here? We need to start heading back. That one troll actually gave us a ton of troll stuff. And by now, it took us a little while. We should be alright to... a lot of our stuff should have smelted up. Hannah, I can't say I have heard of those YouTubers, but like I might know some of their videos. I might have, you know, seen their videos or something potentially. But it doesn't instantly come to mind. Why do you ask? What is they? What are they? What do they do? Is I guess what I'm trying to ask. Oh, troll. Hi. We don't have room for you. And we should take care of these first, but then I will still kill you. Fighting one in the open is a much nicer idea. So we get the sneak shot. Hopefully it's a headshot. Oh, good, I missed. That works too. Just making extra work for myself. Bit of extra content. Now, I guess wood is the first thing I get rid of for these furs in a minute. just standing there on fire. Look, he looks all depressed and defeated. Is he bugged out? He's just got, like, suddenly depressed, the poor troll. Hey, dude. I almost feel bad for killing him now. Almost. There you go. There's some revenge for you, Nahu. For all the times they've taken down your base. Alright. Troll trophy. And stuff. We're not full. We need to get rid of something. No, we don't. We can do that. Haha. Pro moves. Alright. That's good. Let's go. Where's my house at? Down this way. We got distracted by a troll. Hello, Samuel. This is Kysen. I just got back into Valheim after a couple of years of not playing because of your videos. Did you come back to Valheim because of my videos? Or did you have a couple years not playing because of my videos? Is that... The way you said that was open to interpretation. I'm going to choose to believe that you're back because of them. I just put in over 100 hours in less than 2 weeks. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying Valheim again. I think that's the thing. Sometimes people are like, oh, I'm really bored or fed up with Valheim or any game, right? You know, so what do I do? It's like, just take a break. Play something else. Play something completely different for a while and then come back. And you'll enjoy it all the more when you do that. Especially if you come back after an update and there's some new content. Which in 2 years, the Valheim devs are slow, but usually in 2 years there'll be at least a little update. Thanks for clarifying, Samuel. I assume that's what you meant. It's just the way you worded it was quite funny. Hannah, that does sound pretty fun. And I think I have seen their videos. Like the name semi rings a bell, but I didn't want to say, oh yeah, I've heard of them because I'm not entirely sure. But I reckon if I saw their channel, I'd be like, oh yeah, those guys. Nahu, I've got around 2,000 hours in this game. Yeah, which is a lot, but then other people that have played, like started playing at the same time as me, have got like 4,000 or 5,000 hours. And you know, I make content on this like for about 2 years. I kind of made content almost exclusively on Valheim, you know, as a job, and so I should have quite a lot of hours, and yet there's still people that have a lot more than me. But yeah, it's a fair amount of time, 2,000 hours. Of course, like if I spend a load of time playing Valheim for a video, that I then have to like leave the game, go make the video and edit it and whatever else, right? Which takes time. Whereas other people, if you're not making content, you can just keep playing. So I guess it's understandable that they might have some more time than me. Look at this. Stupid. You know what? I'm just going to swim it. If we take some damage, we do. I wonder if the shield on the back helps. If it's like a life jacket that kind of lifts you up, gives you extra buoyancy. Like it doesn't in the game, but I wonder if it would. Theoretically. Anywho, let's go see what's been smelted on this monster-filled island. Look at it. There's always something to do. Hey. Dude. The guy keeps missing. Definitely his fault, not mine. Right. We need to get rid of all this stuff. So here's my favorite thing. Bum, bum, bum. Now, is that everything? Yep. Oh, this is how storage in Valheim should be. So much easier. Okay, let's get other stuff smelting in case. Just to be efficient. But let's grab all of this and see if we have enough. Hello, Maximus Dread. I promise I won't be a douche. Okay, someone comes into the chat and starts off with that. You gotta worry, right? I'm concerned at this stage. Just like mildly. Like a 4 out of 10 concernment level here. Just when someone opens with that, it's like, okay, I want to believe you. I truly do. Right, let's put that there. Hey, look at that. We've unlocked some stuff here now. Okay, so The iron shield would be pretty cool. That needs 8 iron. And the iron mace is actually a really good one. 20! What planet are we living on? Has it always been 20? And the sword is also 20? Okay, so the mace be 28 iron in total for that. So we get the shield first, then we'll go get some more iron. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Yeah. I think so, because this has parry. This is the one. Let's go for blue, as I never do. All right. Well, that's sexy shield. Oh yes. And then you are going to be retired. Wooden shield. I got all this way with a wooden shield. It's kind of funny. Okay. Yes, Hannah, you can DM me over on Discord. I don't care about anybody DMing me. So often people start a DM with like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm like, you're good. You're good. Look, unless you're going to be a douche, we're all good here. Like, believe me, if I am too busy to reply, I won't. It's fine. Don't you worry about it. But yeah, no, my DMs are open. I think sometimes there's maybe an expectation that for a channel like mine that I'm getting inundated with DMs and stuff. It's not the case. It's really not. And if people are nice, I'm always pretty open to have a little chat and stuff. So one of the reasons I like the live streaming is just for the hangouts, you know. Now I think if I was a raspberry, would I not be? There we go. There's one up here. I was hoping to make a little bit more Queen's Jam. My favorite early game food. It's so OP. Well, not OP, but just so useful. Graving says, I love the live streams. Thank you very much. And seeing each starter-based design, you still need moats for raids. I need a lot of things. Moats is definitely on that list. Yes, moats, walls, towers, a bit more kiting. There's many things that we could do. Look at everywhere you go on this island. Mobs galore. The only good thing is we're getting a ton of items. Actually, who wants to see the shop? Okay, let's see. That's 12 hands up in chat. So we're going to go see the shop. Yes, I make things up when I stream to suit myself. It's my stream. Deal with it. So the reason I'm doing this is because I can sell all this stuff and show you something that's pretty awesome about the server so that you all join and I get more money off of you all. Shadow Raven isn't the sound when a water truck and a vinegar truck collides. Douche. It's probably the sound when many things collide. I will give you that. Oh, Maxima says it was my chat sign? Wait, what? Really? Okay, so people prank me a lot on the server, so that's probably someone else has put that there. I will try and find that in a moment. But first, where is... Here we go. Marketplace Island. What do we need to buy, actually? That's so poison potions. If I can buy them... Oh, I should have brought my coins with me. We can always come back. All right. So, selling area is on this way. Can I take these? Oh, it's tempting. Okay, so let's see here. Sell animal stuff, sell stuff. I think it's this one. If we press E, it tells us everything. Yeah, there we go, resin. We get 10 coins per one. So all we have to do is stand here and chuck that. And there we go. Look at that. How cool is this? No, and this doesn't need any mods. People who play pure vanilla on this server can do this. I just love that we can do this. The Valheim needs more stuff like this. All right, let's go to the buying area. Which, oh, hey, Bean. Hello, Bean. Flexing with your later game armor than myself. I see how it is. So stone, we can buy wood. What's around here? We can buy metal. Oh. Oh. How much is iron? 650 coins a stack. Farming stuff. So carrots, flax, and barley. Archie's fantastic goods. One chain for 25. Blue jutes, crystals. If I press read, sometimes more stuff comes up. But I think on that one, yeah, that was it. Now, what is this? Fish shop. Now, when do we get into the selling area again? That's what I'm wondering. Look at Bobo the pig. Hello, Bobo. 2-star pig. He's hanging out by the meat shop. He's trying to eat the meat stuff. Leather. Oh, boy. We got everything but meat. Oh. Hold on now. What is all this? This is crazy. Look at all the stuff we have here. So we can come here. Can I steal things from my own server? Can I do this? I mean, in theory, but I could come and use the meat kettle here, which is pretty. Oh my god, I want to eat. Temptation is real. Okay. Oh, what is this? I better not take these things. There might be someone else. Okay, all right. Trophy exchange, that's cool. So we can get some money for trophies. Look at Bean, he's got his cart here. Always here to do some shopping. We've got shopping carts here, like any good shop. Yeah, Greywing, I love them, the shops. I mean, there probably are other servers that have them and stuff, but I love the way it's done here. It's in vanilla and stuff. And also, I like the fact that you can't buy everything, but it adds some economy to the game. I think it's kind of a good balance, which we've kind of refined over the years, because this is probably the 3rd or 4th season or something where we've had shops. Because we try to add things most seasons, although this season's a bit more bare bones than the last one. So we didn't actually add stuff this season. If anything, we maybe took certain things away, but there are reasons for that as well, which I won't bore you with. Wait, actually, can I actually make any more beans jam? All right, let's go get some more iron. Oh, we're gonna move that portal as well. This is the right one. Got all this. Keep all the Radar family out. Okay, so first thing I want to do, oh boy, is get away from these blobs. Wow, you timed that one well. Oh boy, okay. Oh wow, okay. Oh, he's an archer. Oh, I'm gonna die. Woo. All right. I'm good. I'm good. I really wasn't prepared properly for this swamp adventure. Alright, so take care of you first. Alright, come on. No, that's too close. Oh no, this was not the way to come. Ooh. Alright. This is a good patch. Okay. Oh, this is chaos. Absolute chaos. Oh no, I shouldn't have missed that one. Come on, that was the big one. Because now he's dead. Alright. Stagbreaker should deal with these guys. Kind of want to get them all together though. Damn. Okay, that'll do. Save some stam. Whee! Okay. Oh, okay, that blob's almost gone. Now he is gone. Try and get the drops as well. Might as well, seeing as we're going to all this trouble. Got all these entrails. We love to see it. Come on, hit me. There we go. Yeah, I mean, arrows aren't the most efficient way to fight a blob, but goodness sake, especially when you miss. But there is a ranged way to fight them, which, when you haven't got poison meat, is a pretty decent idea. Come on, peek. All right, okay. We're good. Whew, boy. Getting overrun every time I come here, but we'll move the portal now and that'll be good. But what we need to do is move the boat. And by move, I actually mean destroy. Yeah, I'm trying to destroy it where it's like, oh, I actually better get the items and they don't sink to the bottom of the ocean. Good advert so far, really? Okay, what's been advertised then? Obviously, I have no say on what YouTube advertises on my stream. So, what adverts are you guys seeing? Anything interesting? Yes, got him. Okay. So yeah, we just have to destroy this. Then we get all the mats for it. How destroyed is it? Fairly. Okay, cool. Some stamina back. There he goes. Alright. Oh, there's a leech. Hey. I see you there. Want those blood bags, but I will not worry about that leech for now. And how... Yeah, we should be able to carry all this, which is great. So we'll take you. Might as well take you as well if we can. Need to advertise getting rested before the swamp. Hey, I'm not too bad. Still got 5 minutes to go. I honestly just pay attention to how fast they go by. Well, that's good. The ones that you have to skip after 5 seconds, I think are pretty good. Because, like, advertising is one of those things. It's like a necessary... pain, necessary, like, not great thing. I don't know. Because it's like, you know, people have to make their money, companies have to advertise their products, right? Like, it's obviously how YouTube makes its money. It's how I make my money. Like, it makes sense to me. Like, you have to have it and stuff. But if you have to, like, if you can skip after 5 seconds, I feel like that's quite a fair trade-off. Because within 5 seconds of the ad, you know what it's about. So, like, let's say for me, I'm on, like, I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads on as such on YouTube, you know. But if I'm watching something and it comes up and it's like an advert for a product that's like for women, say, then obviously that's not for me. So within 5 seconds, I can like notice, oh, this isn't for me, and just skip by the ad. But if it was for like, I don't know, a new gaming headset, because I'm kind of looking for new gaming headsets at the moment. Recommendations in chat, by the way, please, guys, if you have any. Then I'm, you know, I can say, oh, okay, maybe this is worth watching. So it kind of makes sense all round, you know, to do it that way. And skipping after 5 seconds, I think, yeah, that's pretty good. But the ones where it's like it forces you to watch for several minutes, I'm like, that just sucks. And it's like, sometimes you're seeing the same ad you've seen 8 times already, and you're like, I don't want this. Like, it actually puts you off that company or that product. It has the opposite effect to what they're hoping for. Have there been any updates since the Bogwitch? Great question. Bogwitch update was then... No. Right, chat? I think I'm right. That was... Bogwitch was the last one? Wait, was Ashlands? I can't remember the order on these. I can't remember if Bogwitch was before or after Ashlands. Oh, look at this. Another room, guys. We're getting so lucky here. We're just not having to worry about any mobs, and we're just getting all this iron. All right. There we go. So we got 8. Wow. We got 8 scraps already. That's cool. Now let's see. That is looking like... Yeah, there's not much behind that, I think, whereas that might lead into a room. So we're going to do this one. Yeah, agree, Hannah. The 5-second ads are the best ones. They're the best all round as well, because sometimes, like, I've worked with sponsors, obviously, for making content. And sometimes it's like a dedicated video. So in that case, like, it's, well, let's say we agree that the video will be 10+ minutes long and it's purely on one game or one product or whatever, right? And that's fine. But then other times you do integrated. So they want, like, 30 seconds to a 1 minute is usually the length of time. Sometimes it's 2 minutes, that's rare. Advert, so I'll be making a game that's like 50 Valheim tips, and then a video that's 50 Valheim tips, and then they'll have like a 30-second sponsored segment promoting whatever it is, you know. And it's like, advertisers sometimes think that, well, the longer the advert, the better, right? If we get 2 minutes of advertising, that's better than 30 seconds. But it's not, for a couple of reasons. Like, first of all, on YouTube, it just means that more people are going to switch off, and that video has way less chance of going viral, so you're going to get way less people looking at you. Like, put it this way, would you rather have a 2-minute advert that's seen by 10,000 people, or a 5-second advert that's seen by 1 million people, right? Like, if you've got any commercial sense, you'll take the latter, right? Obviously. Not that obviously this is a guarantee, but, you know, nothing is with YouTube, right? It's just kind of how it is. But the other thing as well is that if they have 2 minutes of ad time, they want to use all that 2 minutes. There's a lot of waffle in there, right? Whereas if you compare that to, like, someone can skip your advert after 5 seconds, how good are you going to make that first 5 seconds? Like, you're going to tell people everything that's good about your product that you possibly can in that first 5 seconds. So it just makes the advert way more efficient. And then it's better for us, people who are watching these ads, because we can very quickly figure out, oh, okay, so this might be for me, or this isn't for me. Because that's the other thing as well. Like, if like, I don't know, let's say somebody just absolutely hates cars and hates driving, right? And they would never in a million years buy a car. Like, you don't want to spend any time advertising to that person. They're just not ever going to buy your car, right? So you're just way better to, like, move on than to keep hounding that same person. Move on to someone else who maybe will buy a car, right? So it's like, well, if people aren't interested, they can just click off, and you shouldn't have any problem with that, because you only want to be targeting people who are interested, right? Like, I'd rather advertise to 10,000 people who are interested than 1 million people who aren't, to go back to the kind of example earlier. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think advertisers look at things the wrong way. Nice. Iron Shield. Makes all the difference. Really does. Stamina would also make a nice difference right now. Oh, look at all that stuff. From that brutish brute. Bogwitch was after Ashland. So yeah, I think Bogwitch was the last one then. Thank you, Greywing. I've had a lot of experience at fighting beyond my means in Valheim. So getting to be pretty good at it. Now I'm just thinking, I don't need like this axe, for example. Or I don't need the hoe. I might use a stag breaker. I might use that, but I can just save a little bit of weight and take more iron back. That's all I'm thinking if we do it this way. Yeah, let's go get some more iron. Let's do it. Oh, Wonder Bread. Thank you for the offer. I'm gonna stick with getting iron for now. And I will leave the turtle for another day, but I really appreciate that. Thank you. I definitely want to get some more chitin. The abyssal razor thing, such a useful weapon in the game. Said before, but I'm pretty new to using daggers and stuff in the game, and knives, but they are actually awesome once you realize. And once you get the chitin one, or the abyssal razor thing, really, really awesome. Yeah, fair enough, Hannah. I mean, yeah, like, it's one of those things that it's... So, the truth is that with YouTube, if someone pays for an integrated advert, like, let's say you're watching a YouTube video, and they start talking about the product or service that they're advertising, you skip by it. Let's be honest, right? Everybody just skips by it. Like, I'm not going to watch that. Now, there must be people who do watch those adverts, and those adverts must work. And the reason I know that is because people keep paying to do them. So it works, but like most people skip by, and I don't think it's a super efficient way of advertising once you go past like 30 seconds. If it's several minutes long, people are not going to sit there watching that. So in my opinion, you're better off to do like an advert that's like between sort of 20 to 30 seconds. And it feels way less pushy, right? Like if right now, I'm going to make up a product called, I don't know, Corpex, right? Is the company that I'm promoting. And I'm like, hey guys, just let you know, Corpex sponsored this stream because they've just brought out a new watch that has, it's a smartwatch, but its battery actually lasts 10 times more than an Apple Watch. It's pretty cool. Like, if you want to go check it out, check it out. I feel like that's a way better advert than me 2 minutes of like showing you all the features. It does this, it does that, and it's made out of like this lithium battery thing. You know what I mean? Like it's, I don't know. Like to me, it's like, yeah, if you're now kind of interested and you'll go check it out, you'll click the link. If you maybe want to buy that watch, if you've got no interest in buying the watch, there's no point in me spending 2 minutes talking to you about it. If they let us do things a bit more organically, you know. Rasad, you are the wisdom I need in my life. How have I not gone to the trader and done this? Okay, that is the next thing. When we get overburdened, we're going to go see the trader, and we're going to buy the Mega Njord for extra carry weight. Oh, hello, Dragon. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't think of that. 2,000 hours, guys. Gameplay time. 2,000. If you're wondering. No one's going to believe me at this stage. You'd want that watch? Well, funny you should say that, Hannah, because thank you to the sponsor of today's video. I wish I was that good. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's the thing is, like, if you are a YouTuber, like, it's a difficult thing to do. I'm not trying to blow my own horn too much here, but it's not easy to like build a channel to earn an income and stuff, right? And so if you've done that, you know a little something about how to make videos and how to promote and keep people watching, all that sort of stuff, right? And I wouldn't tell you, like, if you're making, I don't know, you're a product who makes like headphones or something, you want to advertise with me, I'm not going to tell you how to make your headphones better or how to run your business better, because you know that and I don't. But they do want to tell me how to do the video better, how to do the advert for them better, you know? And they give you this script. You got to mention all these points and say this and say that. And it's like, yeah, I'll do it because you're the one who's paying, but they never want to hear like the feedback on it. Like, no, it would be better to do it this way, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I think YouTube is still in its infancy, especially when it comes to advertising. Like, a lot of people who are in the corporate world and are in the positions where they're going to be making, you know, decisions about where the budget's being spent for advertising their product and stuff. They might be in their 50s and 60s and stuff. And it's, you know, it's like my parents' sort of age, and they don't understand YouTube at all. And I do it for a living, right? So we obviously talk about it and I'll explain stuff to them. They don't get it at all. And that's not like I'm not having a go at them or anything. Like, you know, of course they don't. When I'm their age, there'll be plenty of things that I don't understand about that are like new, right? And so I think there's a lack of trust about it being a good advertising platform, maybe, which is starting to change for sure, because obviously YouTube now is being seen as like, actually it's a much bigger deal than we realized, right? Especially with like Mr. Beast and stuff like that. It's people are starting to change their views and stuff, but I think there's just a lack of trust in it to a certain extent, and they want to try and control it and make sure you're saying all these things. Anyway, I've probably waffled on about this for way too long, but just some advertising thoughts for you there. Meanwhile, our pickaxe is almost dead, so we're going to run back through. We have to repair it anyway. And on the way, we can just hit some other scrap piles that we got here. Get those final bits of scrap. Could be a cool feature, actually, is the pickaxe has a weight of 2. As it breaks, it should go down to like a weight of 1. Like, because it's broken, right? So like bits of it are kind of missing and stuff. Or I guess maybe it's like, it just needs to be sharpened. Maybe that, yeah, maybe I'm talking rubbish. I do a lot of that, as anyone who's been here before will agree with. It's got to be done. think that's the thing when you're streaming. It's like 90% talking either just generic stuff or kind of rubbish. Every now and again, just a little pearl of wisdom. Then you clip that bit and you upload it as a short. And then that's the only bits that people see. And they're like, wow, this guy, he's just so profound. Everything he says is so funny or interested or whatever, right? It's a lie. It's all a lie. Right, I think there's probably still stuff to be smelted in these. But we're getting a ton of iron, which makes me happy. Iron feels like such a huge progression in Valheim. Oh, the Meganord. We're going to get the Meganord. Aha. That is the progression that we all need. So yeah, just dragging these scraps back. This encumberedness will not last forever. Wait, what? Oh, the coal. Coal can live in there for now. Yes, let's go to Meganord country, which is this one. You want to have a drink? Okay, Hannah. About halfway through this big bottle of water. I've had my coffee already. Been drinking just black coffee recently. I would say recently, like the last 5 days or something. But today's Sunday. It's weekend. We're having a little treat. Got myself a skinny flat white, which I love. Got the best. I'd say it's like every stream, I swear, but I do have the best coffee shop just down the road from me. I'm a happy chappy. Right, so we're at the portal hub. It's great. Trader Island. Here we go. Oh, you know what would be really helpful? Really helpful is some money to buy said things. And actually, more than that, let's take all of our treasure items as well, and then we can sell those items while we're there. By the way, I know my starter house is rubbish, okay? It was just meant to be like a little well, a starter house for one, and just functional, which it is. Right, that can be sold. You know what, this other stuff, let's take some of this stuff with us. But let's take everything if we can, right? And just dump it in my new base. I mean, I don't need the stone axe, but anything that's useful, that needs to come. Yep, there we go. So while we're here, might as well make an efficient trip out of it. Right, so then we can do this, my favorite thing. Cool. Now, we have valuables, a box of valuables up here. Look at all this to sell. We have 900 coins already as well, so that's awesome. Okay, now we go to Trader Islands. So one thing we do on this server, we put all the traders together. It makes it a lot easier, but and it's nice and accessible and stuff, so players can just portal from the portal hub to it. So yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Take everything because you don't know what you'll need. Yeah, the only problem with that is it depends. Like if you go and explore in a biome or something, you take everything, but then you just get overburdened super quickly. The Valheim inventory, but obviously that's one of the reasons I'm doing this now, to help with the carry weight. Right, so where's Haldor? So you can see, by the way, on the map, like I'm just up here. This is Trader Island. So we've got like a little island, we put them all on. Let's see, that's Hilda. I don't want to see you. Nothing against you, but you're not the person for me. Here's Haldor. I remember when I first found Haldor and I was like, oh my god, what is this? It was the coolest thing. Right, so sell like everything. Then buy this. And we still have that much left. So we should buy some of that. We should buy this while we're here. And this. Because barrels are awesome. And did I buy a Thunderstone already? No. Okay. We'll buy that. We'll buy a little bit of fishing bait while we're here as well. Cool. There we go. Oh, yes. Look at that, guys. That carry weight. Thank you, Rasad. You're a legend. 16 months today and pearls of wisdom. What more could a streamer ask for from his chat? But yeah, cool place. Just, you know, come over here, get all your traders done in a safe way. I don't know. Seems to make sense to us anyway. So that's how we do it on the server. Most people watching are probably on the server right now. Here's a question. Anybody who watching right now who is not on this server and is thinking of joining, because I reckon I can sell you. Or anyone who's watching right now, not on the server, not thinking of joining, but just likes to watch for fun. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny because we got like 22 people watching, which it will fluctuate. So a couple of those people are probably already gone by the time I finish this sentence. And then it's always interesting, like how many people. Hold on, that needs to go in valuables. Yeah, so like 5 people ish are chatting on a semi-regular basis, right? And the rest are just kind of lurking, which is what most people do. I think a lot of people are probably playing Valheim while they watch and stuff like that. Which, you know, nothing wrong with that. Right, out here. Let's get our coal. And actually, what I should be doing is making some more coal babies. Okay, let's do that first as well. Spazzy, hey dude. I'll admit I likely won't join, but I'm super impressed with what you've done. So, well, thank you, sir. You have a great Valheim community, obviously, and you know, have you thought about doing your own server? Because I'm sure you get plenty of interest there. Spazzy making, from what I've seen in the last 6 to 12 months, the best Valheim videos on YouTube. Spazzy. Absolutely killing it and doing a great job. Let's see. I want the mace. There it is. So do I still take the knife? Probably not, right? I think I just leave that. Let's put that in here. And that in there. Yeah, mace is super useful. Although really it's more useful against the blobs and stuff. And without the poison meat, I'm not really trying to fight those. But I guess if we get into a situation, then we've got it. The other thing was, can I upgrade any more troll stuff? Because we want to do that. And potentially we can make some new workbench upgrades to upgrade the troll stuff even further. So it's this one that I need, isn't it? We need 3 bronze for that. I wonder if we can just make up a bronze. 1 bronze? What are we missing? We're missing the tin? Surely not. Yeah, we're literally not. Oh, wait, no, that's iron. But, oh, we still do have the tin. This is telling me lies. There we go. So with that crafted, I think now I can make that. Yes. What? Come on. There we go. Knew there'd be somewhere. Oh, fair enough, Spazzy. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, the kind words. And I've been very fortunate that the people who have joined the server, we have a really awesome community who put in a ton of time and effort and work and stuff to make it what it is. And so, you know, I think that yeah, all credit goes to them, honestly. As much as I obviously try and bring people together and be on here myself at times and stuff, it is honestly those people who are oh, I should have eaten, never mind. But yeah, they've made it what it is. How would I sell Valheim? I wouldn't sell Valheim, I'd sell this server. That's what it would be, right? Graving says, taking a server break, but we'll be back. Love to watch. Love to hear it, Graving. And yeah, I think, you know, we were talking a bit earlier, but you do need breaks sometimes. Hey, this worked the last like 3 times. Thank you. Mind of Chemo, good luck with your first plains biome. Expect to die a lot. I know I did. I did my first plains. I thought the swamp was like the most difficult, ridiculous thing the first time I did it. And now I'm here today, like, really undergeared. So, it gets easier. And all it took me was 2,000 hours of gameplay. Yes, the KysenHeim server, that's what I would sell. Well, that's what I was joking about selling, when I asked that question before. But yeah, I don't really need to sell Valheim. I think that's selling pretty well. Also, you know, no referral link or anything, so what am I gonna do? I've said for so long, but like it'd be so good if Steam had some kind of referral link option. Like, so many games would sell so many more copies if they had a referral link where it's like, you know, if I had a link, if you use my link, I get 5% of the sale, 10% of the sale, whatever the thing's set at. You know, kind of surprised they don't have anything like that, but there we go. Yes, Spazzy, agree with that. Swamp was very difficult. Also, the first time I played was, yeah, I bought the game within days of it being released. So the first time I went to the Swamp was, I don't know, say within a week of that or something. So I had no idea what to expect at all. I just went in there, got off the boat, got absolutely slaughtered, and I was like, ah, okay. How would I sell or advertise my server? Okay. The joke's turned into reality now. Now I gotta do it. Honestly, I wouldn't really push too hard because one of the biggest things I always say, like, the server is paid, like a paid server, right? You've joined through paying on Patreon. So first of all, like, it's not for everybody. Like, I totally get that because people have different levels of disposable income and stuff. There are some several reasons why we have it behind a paywall. One of them is like it prevents people just coming on and griefing and stealing and stuff like that. Okay, that was not the best timing. What do we got? 15 seconds of poison. Can do a lot of damage to him just by kiting him through here. Come on now. Yeah, so I always say to people, like, it's not necessarily for you, right? Because of that. Also, obviously, it does support myself for doing YouTube full time. YouTube is pretty difficult, pretty volatile in terms of your earnings each month and stuff. So having a Patreon where people can support and donate and stuff, yeah, it definitely like helps any creator to have that sort of thing. But I also say to people, like, if you're considering joining and you're not sure, join and play, and if after a couple of weeks it's not for you, I'll give you a full refund. And that's pretty much, like, I think the best way I can sell it, because it's like there's nothing to lose. If you just don't like it, like, there'll be no questions asked, you'll just get your refund. And we've never had one person do that, and I think that, so that's kind of, you know, says it all really. And again, I want to attribute that largely to the awesome people we have on here in the community, because I think they are the biggest reason for that. Yeah, I'm very fortunate with that. Yeah, mind. I can imagine there would be. We're pretty much full. I think we can go home now. 35 more iron. Oh, hang on. That's something. Hey, come on, dude. What are you stuck on? All right. Oh, I swear I saw something there. Okay. Just seeing things. That's okay. That works, dude. I think it was this way, and then this way, and then this way. Aha. But yeah, as much as I like promote the server and stuff, like, I don't really try and sell it too much, I would say. You know, I try and mention it because at the end of the day, there are people who genuinely just would love it. They just haven't heard about it and stuff. And it keeps people happy as we keep more and more people joining. It keeps the community going and stuff. So yeah, I try and balance it. Kind of, Hannah, yeah. Not only if you don't like it, don't play, but if you don't like it, I'll give you a full refund on the Patreon cost that you spent for that first month that you tried it and didn't like it. And you know, I feel like that's reasonably fair. Yeah, Hannah, go for it. I stopped doing PG streams a long time ago because I was like, we can have more fun than that. So you can make any jokes you like. This is all good. How often do I reset? Every 6 to 12 months. Resets are always done by a vote. So everyone on the server gets to vote on if they want a reset. And usually it's like 75 to 80% of people are all voting, yeah, we want one, and that's when we do it. If the vote is super close, then we'll have a discussion about it, weigh up some of the pros and cons, and go from there. But I think there's only been so this is season 8. I've been doing the server for like 5 years? No, 4 years? Like basically since a few months after it came out. And there was only one time that we had to like overrule the majority decision, and it ended up being our biggest launch ever and our most successful server that we did and stuff. So it ended up being the right thing to do. But I don't like to go against the majority vote, but it was super close, and we had like a handful of new people that wanted to join but didn't want to join right at the end and stuff, wanted to join for a reset. So it worked out pretty good. But yeah, usually it's like people are all ready for it. So yeah. Also gonna do a forever server as well. So when 1.0 comes out, we're gonna make a forever server that will never reset. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty awesome, because then people can literally play on there forever. So you'll have people that will have been on there for like, well, I don't know how long Valheim's gonna keep going and stuff, but some people would have been on there for years, and other people would have just joined today and stuff. So that would be pretty fun to have that forever server. There's a fair bit of interest in that, but we agreed that 1.0 is probably the best time to do it. So when Valheim's sort of full release is out. And then if they ever improve the multiplayer properly, I have like half a dozen ideas of things I'd like to do for Valheim servers that would be free to join. Because that's one of the issues, is like you couldn't have 100 people on a Valheim server right now. It'd be way too laggy. If they ever fix that, then I've got a lot of ideas that I'd love to do. But the game's mechanics with multiplayer just stops us from being able to do that at the moment. Which is unfortunate. It's an overlooked area of development of the game, I think. But very happy with this server and the way this is going and stuff, so not going to complain. Yeah, what exactly, Spazzy? That's exactly... I mean, a lot of the ideas I've got for servers come from Minecraft, because that's obviously where my channel started, and it's a game that I play a lot to this day, right? On and off, like less so than I used to, but still a fair bit. Hey, look at that. We got a bone mass up here. Okay, he's not too far from our base, so that's pretty cool. And so yeah, there's a ton of things that would be great to do. And if you had the ability to have way more mods and plugins for servers like Minecraft has as well, yeah, then I would be probably running like half a dozen servers right now if that were the case. And I think the game would be way more popular than it is, and would have so much more longevity. But honestly, I could talk about this till the cows come home, so I'm not going to go on a big old rant about it, because Valheim, the devs, I don't know, they just never seem to care about that, so I don't think it's really going to change. Like, honestly, part of me is like hoping that when the 1.0 is released, at that point, maybe some other company buys Valheim and takes on its development, and takes it in a bit of a new direction. Because I feel like Valheim is a weird game in that it hugely outperformed expectations, but it's also hugely underperformed potential. So it's a really weird situation. Like, not many games you could say that about. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. It is what it is, as I say. Can't worry about things you can't change, right? And at the end of the day, Valheim has been a game that I've really, really enjoyed for years, and has been great because it made me able to go to doing YouTube full time. So, yeah, I'm never really going to complain about it as such, but obviously everyone has their own ideas about what would be good. All right, got some Draga, which I'm not too worried about if that blob's gone. We can kind of cut our way through to them. Our inventory's filling up a little. It should be all right. Oh, hey, blob. I just killed you with a pickaxe. Okay, that works. Oh, hey. Okay, let's see. That's him taken care of. How's your mate? Come on, then. Now, there could well be a bone pile in here, so let's go see about that. Yeah, there is. Okay. So we kind of want to attack that. Oh, there we go. We got that. Yeah, there we go. I love the mace. Very useful. What do you call a fish with no eyes? You know, I do know this one, Hannah, but I won't ruin it for chat. I'll let you deliver that punchline. That is your privilege. But you got to remember, you are talking to the dad joke king over here, right? As in, I am. I know all the worst ones there are. I challenge anybody to come up with a joke that I don't know the punchline to. How about that? So Spazzy says that his understanding, admittedly, is limited, but is that to improve multiplayer would require a pretty big teardown of the architecture of Valheim and rebuild. That may be the case, but you've got 10 million sales. Like, it's doable, and like, I feel like the amount of extra sales you would get over, I don't know, 5 years after that was done, and you had all these amazing servers and people were able to play with their friends, and like all of that stuff with no lag, would far outweigh the cost of doing it. So I think there's more to it than that. I reckon the way Valheim's gone, it's been kind of a, well, not kind of, it has been like a passion project, right, of Richard, who kind of come up with the idea and stuff, and I think he's got his own idea about how he wants the game to go. And what I'm sort of thinking is he's going to do that, all right, and that's going to happen, and that'll be Valheim 1.0. At that point, maybe then he can say, well, look, I have made it, I've done what I wanted, maybe now I can sell it on, right, to another developer, and they can take it in a new direction if they wish or whatever. But like, yeah, I've done what I set out to do. So that's kind of what I'm, I guess, yeah, hoping for. Yeah, I guess I am hoping that that happens. Because I feel like then you would hit more of the potential I'm talking about that's not been realized. Yeah, I don't know. Like, and maybe it never happens. But you never know. Why did the zombies get divorced? Okay, I haven't heard this one. I wonder if I can figure it out. Why did the zombies get divorced? Oh, because their relationship was dead? Is that it? You let me know. Maybe I'm not right on that one. But that's good. This is a new joke. I've not heard this one, so I like this. And hopefully it's really bad, and then I can tell it to other people all the time. My favorite thing to do. Let's see. That goes in there. Actually, this will sort anyway. Now, bones must have filled up somewhere then, have they? Where did bones used to live? Alright, I'll fix this off cam because that's not fun to see. Wait, what? Now you fix? Oh, okay, it's down this end. That works, I guess. Just repair everything. Continue with that crypt, I suppose. Yeah, we're right for food, aren't we? Coal, that's what it was. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Because their marriage was dead? Yeah, see? I can figure out. I've heard enough. I've got a really weird memory for jokes. So when I was 15, I wanted to be a comedian. That was my dream career, I guess, or whatever at that point. And I studied comedy for a bit, and I wrote comedy. And when I was at university over here, I would say to people like, okay, so give me, like, I'd be in a lecture, and I'd say to the person next to me, like my friend, you know, give me 3 words. And then I would make the 3 words into 3 jokes that centered around that word, 3 different jokes. And then I'd also try and make one joke that had all 3 words in and tied it all together and stuff. So yeah, I didn't used to be all dad jokes. I actually used to write comedy that was kind of better than that. Like, I wrote a sitcom, like literally wrote the whole season of a sitcom, planned it all out and stuff. Yeah, I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. But that was a long time ago. I do sometimes think about getting back to it, but comedy's so different these days. I grew up like in the older comedy, like Billy Connolly and stuff. And I'm not sure. Oh wait, wrong one. About doing it today. I'm also very happy with doing YouTube, and I mean, it's still a job that is essentially in the entertainment industry, I guess, right? So that's pretty cool. Like, I like that, and yeah. Do you think people are born funny? No. I think there's probably some genetic things that will help you to be funny. So for me though, like, my love of comedy was deeper rooted than that. It was like, so when I was a kid, I went to school. Like, I used to get bullied pretty badly at times, different times throughout my life, and just hated school so much. And I could never get to sleep at night because I didn't want to, because that meant another day would start, and that's another day of going back to school, which when you're a kid and you're being bullied, it's just like another day of going through hell, basically. And so I used to watch comedy, and it just used to take me to a completely different place, and it was like a second family, a second life, and I didn't have to put up with that crap. I could just have fun and enjoy it. And then that's kind of what sparked my love of, like, you know, I want to be a comedian, because I realized that whatever shit you're going through in life, and everybody, absolutely everybody, is going through something. That's the truth of it. When you're laughing, for that moment, you're not actually thinking about any of that. It's kind of like this amazing temporary cure. You just don't think about any of the bad stuff for a brief period. And I was like, you know, if I could make people laugh, like, I would be able to do that for them. Like, what better thing can you do in life, right? It's kind of how I used to look at it. And so that gave me like this real love of comedy. And I think if you love something, you pay more attention to it, and you just naturally get better at it and whatever. I also have several people who are in my family and my family's friends and work colleagues and stuff like that, who are just real characters, real funny people. And so I was around them a lot as a kid, and I think that really helps, because you learn what's funny, you pick up. And I looked up to some of these people, like my uncle Mark, loved him dearly. He very unfortunately died in a house fire when I was 18. It was just horrible, because it's just so unexpected. You just get a call that this has happened, and you're like, you know, it's hard to even believe. But he's my uncle, but he was like a best friend, and he was super funny guy. And so as a kid, I used to really look up to him and stuff. And so, you know, you kind of soak all that up as a kid and learn, I guess, how to be like funny, like through that. And then with the bullying side of things, comedy, being funny at school, it was kind of like a sword and a shield, right? If you could make them laugh, you were kind of all right, and they wouldn't pick on you so much and stuff like that, right? And you could kind of manipulate a situation from someone being like angry or trying to start up something with you to you kind of having a bit of banter, you're having a joke. And so, yeah, there was like a lot wrapped up in it. As you can tell, I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. But yeah, it's so I don't think you are born funny or not funny. I think it's something you can learn and can study, and I think for certain people, life experiences help. Stephen Merchant, co-writer of the British version of The Office and Extras with Ricky Gervais, he's like a really tall guy, and I think he's a bit harsh, but like a lot of people say he's kind of weird looking. I don't think he's really that weird looking, but it's kind of a thing. But he talks about he was talking with Matt Lucas from Little Britain, and David Walliams as well, and they were talking about how comedy, there's a theory that people get into comedy because you control when people are laughing at you, right? So like if you go through a bit of a shit time as a kid, it's a way of taking that control back, and now you're in charge of when they laugh at you. That's why it inspires people to get into it, because it's like going up on stage, right, and performing to make people laugh. Like the thought of that would scare the hell out of a lot of people, right? And it's not like an easy thing to do. And so I think you'd have to be really like motivated to do it, and so that motivation has to come from somewhere. It's why I think a lot of people who are really rich today grew up with nothing, right? That's their where they got their motivation from to be like, well, I don't want to live like this, and I never want my family to live like this, and so they did everything they could to make sure that they got out of that. Because again, that's really hard, right, to start a business and take it to that level. So sorry, Sarah, quite a long answer to your question there, but no, I don't think you are born like it. I think it is something that can be learned and honed over time. And that's, I guess, like, I also think there's a massive difference between the guy who's funny at the pub and the guy who can be funny on stage or write a show that's funny and perform and be funny. That's a very different thing. Yeah, I think those. I think you could have someone who's like hilarious with his group of friends, but if you put him on stage and he's got to perform comedy to a group of strangers who have paid money to see you and are expecting you to be funny, that's a whole different thing when the lights are on. And I think that if you could be someone who he seems kind of like, actually when I was studying comedy, they talk about a lot of comedians have a personality where they're actually depressed a lot of the time. And they're not necessarily like super fun people to hang out with. They're just kind of a bit down, a bit depressed and whatever. But then they're able, when they perform, to just be like completely different. So yeah, it's kind of the comedian personality or something. I need to mark this crypt, actually. Just realized. Here's something we do on the server. If we've explored a crypt or a dungeon, we mark it with an X, and then people know. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. So in terms of performing, that's something I would definitely say no. It's not something you're born with as such that you can learn. In terms of just being funny, I think some people are naturally just quite funny, right? Usually people who just don't take themselves too seriously and don't mind. That's another thing I think with comedians is you don't care if people are laughing at you at all. You're just happy that they're laughing, right? And I think that's something that a lot of people who like to be funny, they like to make people laugh at other people or at jokes that they tell, but they don't want to be the brunt of the joke. Whereas if you're a comedian is perfectly happy to be the brunt of the joke and tell you all of the horrible things about themselves so you actually laugh at them. Again, it goes back to that, I guess, controlling when people laugh at you, though, and what they're laughing at you about and all that sort of stuff. It's very complex, I think. I could have been a comedian, but I would just make myself laugh. Well, I always make myself laugh with my jokes because they're just that good. But I am... Wait, you're what? You're Pagliacci? What's Pagliacci? I don't know what this is. Sorry, not sure what that is. Oh, that's right. We need wood. Okay, so I'm going to mark off the crypt. My eye puns couldn't be cornier. This is good. This is very good. Okay, let's go. Well, let's take the chair. Actually, that was kind of a giveaway, but we'll do that. It just means it's been explored. So what I do now is this is a crypt. This is for me, so I know where it is, and it's been explored. But we reset the dungeons on here regularly, so I'll be able to do that one again in the future. It's a good thing to do because on a server, obviously, you got all these different people. And is that another one over there? No, that's just the thing. Okay. Is there any that I can see? Not really. Yeah, so reset the dungeons and then everyone gets to have a go. Let's just zoom in a bit. Where are we going here? So we've kind of done a lot of that. We're better to go this way, actually. Although that's just going out to sea, so there's not going to be much there, is there? Okay, we'll go through this way. I have run around this way a little bit, but to be fair, I was being chased by a horde of mobs while I was doing it, so it might have been a crypt that I just didn't see or something. My mind was on other things. Oh, I'm just picking up some scrap iron that's just chilling in the water there. We don't mind that at all. Does the reset and the already made X's. No, when you reset, those X's will go. So what happens is you reset an area, so it just goes back to how it was at the very start. So those X's are gone with it. So it's a really good system. If anyone comes by now, they're like, oh, this has been done. After the reset, the X is gone. All the stuff is back in place. Happy days. Now, actually, a Drag of Fang bow would be fantastic. As you can tell, it has been a long time since I've been thinking about comedy, guys. But let's get some guck. We'll just use that, I guess. Aha. You're changing a diaper. BRB, you can still hear. That's okay. Focus on the baby. I don't want any accidents here. Yeah, it's pretty good, Hannah. It works pretty well. Right, if I get this guy just after he lands, we should be right. Come on, jump up. There we go. 2 hits. So that's why the Iron Mace is so good. I don't ever usually do the swamp without poison mead, but to be honest, it's not been as bad as I thought it might have been. So yeah, I guess it might be something I come back to doing a bit more of. Yeah, fair enough, sir. You'll be welcome here anytime. Hey now, what is this rudeness? Alright. There we go. So what you get? What is it? F-A-F-O. As they say. I do not miss the diaper days after having 4 kids. I'm sure, yeah. Well, probably not something I'll ever have to worry about. 16 out of 50. Right, let's do... What's the best way to get to you? Kind of like that. And like this. A little bit of parkouring here. Just getting nice and close. There we go. Don't know how much guck we actually need for the Drag of Fang. I think it might be 40 from memory, but could be entirely wrong. Let's see. Can we get that there? Okay. Okay. We're good. Let's try that again. And hopefully this time without the dying. Just getting my jump skill up. Alright, here we go. We're gonna need another one. There we go. Honestly, they don't make the guck too easy, do they? They make you work for it. The bow's pretty OP though, so I guess it's kind of makes sense. There's 36, there's some on the floor. I reckon that'll get us to 40, hopefully. So now let's take all this down. Yeah. Keep falling. But we're good. Alright, where's this guck? How much have we got? 42. Alright, hopefully I was right then. It's 40. And wait, is that the crypt we already did? No, look at that. Found a crypt. That'd be great as well, is if we can find some onions. No, wait. What do we find in swamps? Turnips. That's the one. Onions would be cool, but highly unlikely to find one of them walking around here. You never know, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Right, let's get set up. So, there you are. Thanking you. Wrong way. Make sure that connects up. If it doesn't, we're in trouble. There it goes. Okay. Now, a nice sit down will help things on. Let's get our weapons at the ready and see what's in here. Hey, you know. feel like we've had a few people arrive actually since we got here. Let's see, how's the server looking? Yeah, there's a few people on. Cool. When you see the number of bases though, it's pretty insane. So lucky to have this many people on here. Okay, let's go. Alright, we've probably already done this one, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. So, wouldn't close down. It is nerve-wracking, yeah, especially on a server, things can happen. Right, we don't want to be overburdened, obviously, so let's just do that. Because if I never get that again, I don't care too much. Given that wood is fairly abundant. Oh, hey, dude. Fancy seeing you here. Alright. I find most Valheim mobs, at the stage of the game you meet them, are, like, completely fine on their own. It's only if you get, like, a big horde of them that you're in trouble, right? Let's see. So what we can do as well, let's put all this away. Oh, I love this mod. All right. And then let's see out here. No, wait. Do you know what? I need... Right, I'm going to do that right now. So I need some sort of ornament. You'll do. So a red banner here does two things. If I put it, like, on the side there. So first of all, extra comfort point, right? Which is great. Second of all, I know not to go out that way to get to my furnaces. I told you, I should... Don't build your base symmetrically. It's not a good idea at all. I've learned that. For sure. Now, right now, I'm just kind of saving all this iron. I don't know what I might want it for. But there will be things. Butte berries, you do not live in there. You should be in here. And put the rest in here. Thank you. Coal over there. And... Wow, we're low on wood now. Okay. We can do that later. We'll just save it all up for now. If there's none in here. Yeah, okay. Alright guys, I'm going to BRB. Pop to the loo. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a sec. A bio break, I guess you can call it that. Just gotta let my mum know that we're coming for dinner tonight. So she's cooking for everybody tonight. Roast beef. Pretty exciting. Why would you tear up paper? Wait, did I miss something? Oh, is this a dad joke? Why would you tear up paper? Is that what that is? Okay, let's see. This... The red sign, guys, and it's the other way. Even when I put the sign up, I get it wrong. Alright, so nothing's cooking, and we should change that. Aren't you full? What? I swear I felt... Okay, this is weird. Unless I'm being pranked. Let's go and we definitely have the iron for it. It might be the coal that's the issue. Yeah, it is. Because it's a terrible idea. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's why I love you guys. You bring me the best jokes. Right. What are we doing? We are ironing. Which I know sounds weird because ironing, like, I'm not female. But we are getting some iron. And I'll just wait for the ladies in chat to get annoyed about that joke. I had a really weird dream last night. I had a dream that I was playing a VR video game, but it was like super realistic. Like you'd be walking down the street and you could like bump into people and feel the bumps and stuff. Yeah, very strange dream. But I reckon that's also like, that is how it'll be. Like before too long. You get like full haptic suits and it'll be pretty awesome. Okay. Coins. I think that's that done. Let's see this. This one's entirely blocked. Hey, so this isn't as good equipped as the last one, but can't get good luck all the time, right? We're happy with our lot. Would require a VR suit. Yeah. When you can like walk around and touch things and bump into things and stuff like that and feel it all, that's just going to be insane. I feel like in my lifetime, VR gaming is going to get to a point where it's going to be indistinguishable from reality. Because it's like pretty much already there. No, it's not. I'm talking rubbish. Because the speed at which it's growing is what I was trying to say. Because where it's already at is so impressive. Yeah, all right, mate. Now you die. Yeah, I definitely think that's going to happen. A holodeck. What's a holodeck? Feel like I should know. Say the joke again. Oh, I was just saying that I'm ironing because I'm getting iron, and I was like, which is odd because I'm not a woman and I'm ironing. You know, gender role activities there. How to alienate your audience. Oh, damn, that took a third. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, there should be a chest here. Okay, what do we miss in this one? Let's get all the stuff that we didn't get. Let's use our pickaxe there. That's much better. Oh, it's a Star Trek thing. Do you know I haven't seen Star Trek? Yeah, and now it's I went back to watch and it's hard. I went back to the very first episode and I was like, it's so old now. It's a little hard to watch because it's so different to the quality of modern TVs and stuff. But yeah. But I hadn't watched Star Wars until recently. I actually watched Star Wars A New Hope last night, funnily enough. Not for the first time. It was like I'm rewatching it now. I've watched it quite a few times now. But yeah, I was late to all that stuff, like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and stuff. Watched like The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. I watched all that stuff for the first time in the last like couple of years. No, not a couple of years. Like the last maybe 5 years or 4 years or so. So I was super late to all that. But Star Trek is something I still haven't got around to watching. Is that the best? If I did the best I could do, Hannah, then either I would get banned or or you guys would all leave or something, I think. I know some pretty dark jokes. And some, yeah, very... I don't like to say a very offensive joke, because at the end of the day, a joke's... If it's offensive or not, it's subjective, it's individual. But some pretty... Yeah, pretty dark jokes, dark humor. Harry Potter is Star Wars with magic? Okay, I'll have to check that out. My girlfriend really likes Harry Potter as well, so... And she likes Star Wars, so... Sounds like a good video for her. Where are we at? Yeah, there we go. In February, March. No, but April, May. Is that where we're going with this one? You know that joke you hear as a kid, and it's like, oh, was it why was 6 afraid? Because 7, 8, 9? And then they have a similar thing in French. Why was trois afraid? Because 4, 5, 6. And I thought, like, it's kind of funny. Because it's like, even in English and French, and they have like basically the same joke within the first 7 numbers of or whatever, or I guess the first 9 numbers of the number bet. We have an alphabet. We don't really have a number bet, do we? We just have numbers. What are we doing here? We've got some scrap iron, which I'd like to take. Sorry, I don't need all these withered bones. So that gives me a bit. Do that as well. Oh, we'll come back. We'll come back. Wait, did I turn auto pickup off? It's on. Whatever. It's already dark enough in America. Oh, don't say that. I'm going to be there in like 3 months. When am I there? September. Am I there September? Yeah, end of September through to, because October 18th is my birthday, and I'm doing that. It's a Saturday night, and we're in Miami for it, which is going to be awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna be in America for 3 weeks, so mostly in October, but the end of September as well. So hopefully it's not that bad there. I have seen some things on the news that look a little scary. I won't lie. We can probably start a new thing off here. So this is metal to be processed, and then I might put the actual processed stuff here, because when we're crafting with this, it will just craft from these containers anyway, so there's no need to kind of keep it there. So yeah, that's kind of a good way of doing that. Sometimes I do smart things. And then all this can find its homes. Ah, scrap iron. You need to, there you go into your bit as well. There's another part of the 7, 8, 9 joke, but it's kind of dark. Is it sexual? Because I've heard that one. If it is. What does a horse wear? What does a horse wear? I've not heard this one. Well, they wear horseshoes. What does it wear? It wears... Alright, you might have got me. I don't think I can think of a good punchline for this one. What does a horse wear? It'd be like an item that's of clothing that sounds like that, right? It's about... Oh, okay, I haven't heard that one, Rasad, I don't think. What? 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't know that one. I am gonna love you and leave you, by the way, guys. I want this punchline from Hannah first. But thank you all for coming to stay, everybody who's been here. It's always good fun to hang out, do some Valheim for a few hours, and hope you have a great rest of your weekend, whatever it is you're doing. And I don't know when I'll be back for my next stream, because I guess I never really do. But whatever that is, hopefully I'll see some of you there then as well. Just don't speak badly about Daddy and you'll be fine in the States. Lol, help. About Daddy? Who's what? Who? I'm so confused, Sarah. I don't know what that means. What does a horse wear? A dress? What? I'm so confused. Everyone's confusing me right at the end of the stream. I'm going to go away bewildered. I blame you all. Oh, that's what I was going to do, actually. I just realized I was showing like my analytics, which I'm always careful about doing. But while we're here, I'm going to wait for the confusion to be cleared up with whoever's sticking around for this end bit of the stream. I'm going to check out... I want to see my content, my last live stream that I did. So that'll be this one. In terms of the analytics of the adverts and stuff like that. Wow, -1 subscribers. That's great. I made 85 cents, guys. You know what? Here you go. just to prove that I'm not lying. Right there. Revenue from the stream, 85 cents. So when I say I'm not putting ads on for money, you know now, 100% being honest about that. Oh, the Trumpmeister. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm a tourist in America. I'm not there to annoy anybody. I'm just there to have a good time, and everyone is entitled to their own, stuff with that. I think it's a shame. Bill Burr said it on Rogan, I think it was, and he was like, you can have an amazing conversation with someone, be getting on really, really well. As soon as you talk politics, if they're on a different side to you, they suddenly hate you, and it's like a big, debate and stuff. And it's like, look, it's okay. Everyone should be free to, have their own opinions and pick their own side. I mean, that's the whole point of a voting system, right? You vote because not everyone thinks the same, so you have to see what way the majority of people are thinking, and then you make an agreement beforehand that, well, if most people will say this, then we'll go with this. And I think people would be better to just try and make the most of it than causing all these arguments and stuff about it. Same with a lot of things in life. Like, if you think differently, that's okay. Like, I don't care if you're vegan just because I'm not. Like, I'm not going to try and convince you. Live and let live, Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate that. I really am going now, but thank you all for the for today. And